guys, Wolvie here with a Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia Global video for the 28th of August 2019 if you're in the United States. And if you're in the UK and East, this is going to be the 29th. And this video is going to be the September calendar. I believe this is going to be some rework information, a raid, and as always with my more recent videos, my honest opinion on all of this at the end of it. So I'll be back once we get to the home screen. And I do want to point out here real quickly, I'm on a Bluetooth for microphone. I'm actually heading home from work at the moment, so please do bear with me here.
That was fun though.
And we are back. Like I said, there's a lot to go over here today. So we have here the 7070 Awakening for Warrior Light, Laguna, Shantotto, Sayas, Yida, and Keter. And then you see here all the other information regarding Abyss event missions, all that stuff. So there are, so like I said, to reiterate, the limited time event missions for Abyss Beta, it has been extended to the 9th of September at 1:59 UTC. So that is that there. We have here some reworks for Warrior of Light. Here we have here this thing called before the adjustments was called Buff Boost. Now it's called Buff Boost Guard. So this is this largely raises his max bravery and his defense with active buffs. So as long as you have at least one buff from whoever he's with, or even one of his own abilities, it's freaking good. So now we have here Shining Shield Extension, and so in the red here, it's all the stuff you see here. So you have here, yeah. It's kind of, I just don't want to talk too much, so I'll let you guys read this on your own time. And now we have here the Crystal Strength level 58 passive ability. Used to be called Buff Attack Up. This is Buff Attack Boost Up. So not only does this raise attack, it also raises max bravery with active buffs. And it went from a slight raise in the attack to a moderate. So he's becoming really good from what I'm reading here. And now we have here the Crystal Strength level 60 passive ability, which is the Throw Buckler extension. So this is all the information you see here. This one does have the overflow up to 150%. And let me double check something here really quickly with Shiny Shield extension. I didn't see anything on a... Okay, so here's the thing though, with Shiny Shield extension rework, this does trigger an HP attack, which is really, really, really good. And now we have here the Laguna rework, which is the Crystal Strength level 54 passive buff boost speed. And this is what it does. And what I just said is the name of the reworked version. So keep that in mind. So now, not only does this raise max bravery, this also raises his speed by... So a slight raise to his max bravery, a moderate increase to his speed, but you have to have active buffs on him. Now you have here the Crystal Strength level 55 passive, which is the Grenade extension. So this one is triggers additional group HP attack after use, deals proportionate HP damage to each target. Sadly, this lacks overflow. And now you have here Crystal Strength level 60 passive ability, which is the shotgun extension. So you have here all this stuff here. And now you have Shantotto. So now what we have here, this particular visual here, is that Shantotto's Rage Mode indicator has been added. We have here the Crystal Strength level 54 passive ability, which used to be called HP Damage Attack. Now it's called Rage Attack Boost Up. So it's something you guys might want to pause this video in order to read. So, and this is just to understand what's going on. And with the Crystal Strength level 55 passive ability, which is the Elemental Magic Arrow extension. So with this particular rework, she gets one more use. And all the stuff you see here, I'm just going to let you guys read it. Just pause the video, read it, all that good stuff. Now we have here Crystal Strength level 58 passive ability. Again, just make sure you pause the video and just read, because right now, like I said, I'm waiting to go home from work, and I just don't want to spend too much time talking. And the same thing here with the Crystal Strength level 60 passive ability, which is Dark Magic Bio Extension. So it's the same thing, just want to read the stuff before the rework and after the rework. And we know that this is the first wave of the 7070 first wave of the 7070 awakenings, which of course is Sass, Laguna, Yida, Warrior of Light, Shantotto, and Keter. So we have here these high crystals. A new type of crystals have been added to the game. Raise awakening characters, crystal strength to 70 using these new crystals alongside the existing types of crystals. However, awakened characters will remain capped at 60 until they reach Crystal Strength 61. High crystals can be attained from the current Atlas raid, as well as feature character events, lost chapters, and other campaigns and events. This is not bad. I was a little worried about this. So we have here. So this is the main things to, be on the lookout for when you go into the 7070. You have your Crystal Strength 61, character level capped increased to 70. Crystal Strength 65, additional ability acquired. Crystal Strength 68 is status enhancing passive required. And Crystal Strength 70 is additional ability enhancing passive required. So it's one of those things that's you kind of want to pause the video and read this on your own. So you have here example Warrior Light. This is what he gets. So basically here is that once you get to Crystal Strength 65, you get the ability. However, you get the extension version of it once you get to Crystal Strength 70. So it's one of those, it's for whoever you really want to work on, is you want to get them to at least Crystal Strength 65. At least, so that way you have some room to work with. And then, you do your thing, with the bloomstones, with the bloomstones, how to acquire it, with the tokens to get the bloomstone. They use the bloom fragments to get the actual passive, really ready to go. So, and like I said before, with the bloomstones, all that stuff here. So you have to break it 3 times, all that, yeah. So like I said in the last video, in the preview, that you simply just cannot work on this through normal means. And by that, stuff like the artifact passives or weapons, armor, stuff like that. This is not the normal means to get what you want. So now we have here the return of the alternate costume for Warrior Light. I believe this is the Dissidia the Cydia series alternate costume he has. This goes on until the 12th of September at 1:59 UTC. I'm skipping this because I already have it. That's the only thing you need to know. And then, as always, here I do want to quickly point out is that they do this for any alternate costume that comes back. If you already purchased this costume before, you will only receive gems for this purchase. And I do want to reiterate some stuff because I had a bit of a back and forth argument with somebody on Twitter about this. Is that when it comes to alternate costumes in this game, there is a Japanese law. If people don't want to follow the laws, then don't go whining about it on social media when the game's no longer available because they chose not to follow the law. I'm just going to keep it that simple. Now we have here the 7-day gem sale to celebrate the Atlas Raid's arrival. So this is the items we are slated that are available for us right now until the 5th of September at 1:59 UTC. I'm a little torn about this in the sense of which ones to go after. I mean, lately I don't go after the more expensive bundles. I just go after the cheaper ones. But that's just me personally. But if you don't want to buy them, don't buy them. I'm not going to shove this sort of thing down anybody's throat. And then we also have here the 7-day support item sale, which is the 3 times whatever you need. I may be going after some of this myself because I am out of tomes of training. And I do want to mention here that these tomes of whatever, the artifacts of all knowledge, these need to be in the game permanently because having these around for a short amount of time, then disappearing, it makes things a little bit more tedious for some players, and that does not sit too well for some of us. So hopefully I see something new. Here we go. Now we have here the two remaining banners. I'm going to get into that really quickly. We're going to get into the information about this raid event. This is the Atlas Raid. It says here, rally your friends for the giant across dimensions Atlas Raid. Every player makes a difference in the fight against Atlas, the first raid boss to arrive to the city of Final Fantasy Opera Omnia Global. Complete individual missions. Individual event missions to attain the tier 5 crystals, which can be used to raise a weakened character's crystal strength to 70, as well as bloom fragments and bloom tokens, which can be used to strengthen a weakened character's additional abilities. So we're going to get into this kind of quickly here. So this is the raid details here. You see this little still? So this is damage dealt to, So this is stuff we all need to know. So it's each section, just take a pause, get a good look at what to look for, all that good stuff. So like right here, just take a pause, get the visual ready. And now here, this is another pause the video just so get a good idea. And this is the quest details information. So this is one of those, it's as I go along, just, pause the video. Don't be scared. Just pause the video, get an idea. And now this is kind of this is another, pause the video to take a look. So, and your featured characters, and here are the individual event missions. So this is one of those. I'm gonna whenever I press, just take a pause the video to take a look. And another, just look, all that good stuff. Oh, I do want to point out here, it says right here, additional daily missions will be added each day for the first 5 days of the event, with the first set being available from the start. And these are the collaborative event missions here, so and this is clearing the co-op quest with the boosted character in the party. So this is the ones to earn awards per character. And right here we have here the treasure hunt inside the World of Illusions. Now we're going to get into the event draw 1 and 2 for the Atlas raid. So we are having here the debut of the EX weapon for Laguna, alongside the 15 and 35 CP weapons for Laguna, Saz, and Cater. This is by far the world's easiest skip for me ever. And the thing is that with Laguna, RNG, and myself, it's never been that good for him. And so it's something, I just don't want to blow my resources knowing that there are other characters I'm going after. And I already have the 15 and 35 for Saz and Cater, so it's one of those, I personally just wasted my resources here, so that's why I will be skipping this banner. But if you're a Laguna fan, go for it. If you're a Saz fan, go for it. If you're a Cater fan, go for it. Now we have here the event draw 2. Let me get the information real quick. This is a double EX banner. So we have here the return of the EX weapons for Warrior of Light and Shantotto, alongside the 15 and 35 CP weapons for Warrior of Light, Shantotto, and Yida. Again, this is another easy skip for me. Now the reason why I'm skipping this banner is, believe it or not, it was the free pool back around anniversary that I scored Warrior of Light's EX weapon. Shantotto, in the sense of the luck RNG, has been kind of fickle to me, so it's something I just don't want to test out. Especially, like I said just a couple minutes or so ago, I am going after other characters. Some of them are far better than Shantotto, in my personal opinion. I may go after Shantotto's EX weapon when it becomes EX Plus, so keep that in mind. But if you don't want to, but if you guys want to pull for it, pull for it. But just know that I would be skipping this banner as well. But that's just me. So we are going to go into the event schedule here, so just a little bit more information. So again, this is going on now until the 12th of September is going to be, and right now this is UTC, mind you. This is the Atlas raid alongside the treasure hunt inside the World of Illusions. And again, this level 70 crystal awakenings, this is forever. Now we have here on the 2nd of September is the lost chapter for Alice for Final Fantasy XIV. This one comes with a treasure hunt. From the 5th through the 19th of September is going to be the lost chapter for Prom from Final Fantasy IV. This one also comes with a treasure hunt. Now we have here on the 9th of September, this is permanent, this is Act 2, Chapter 4, the global debut of Pain for Final Fantasy X-2. This comes with a treasure hunt alongside, and that is the World of Illusions, alongside a co-op quest correlating with the current main story chapter. The 13th of September is going to be the lost chapter for Noctis, which comes alongside his quote-unquote treasure hunts inside the World of Illusions. Like I said in the last video, this does come with his alternate costume. Now you see here the silhouette on the 16th of September through the 30th. This, I actually know who this person is. This is Sync from Final Fantasy Type 0. She makes her global debut here. And I hope, me personally, I'm going to say this right now, I'm hoping that I see Snow's alternate costume. And I know this alternate, where his alternate costume comes from. It looks freaking cool. I'm just hoping, you know, a woman can dream. But anyway, the Sync's character event will come with a treasure hunt inside the World of Illusions. Now, on the 19th of September, you guys already saw in the last video who is in that second wave of the 70 Awakenings. I'm not going to repeat that here. This comes with a treasure hunt inside the World of Illusions. And then on the 23rd of September is the Lost Chapter for Selfie from Final Fantasy VIII. This comes along with a treasure hunt inside the World of Illusions. Now we see here the 26th of September through the 10th of October. It's a new character. If Global continues to follow JP, this is probably going to be Prompto for Final Fantasy 15. And that is that. So what do I think about all this? I actually had to really sit, really think about this before I want to say it. With Global pumping out so much events like this in a single month, this can very well force the hands of casual players. I, for one, am a casual player, but that's because of real circumstances outside of the game that is like, they forces my attention to go to that as opposed to the game. So it's one of those, it's like, do I really want to focus on this or that? But, you know, to be fair, you know, this is actually a good opportunity for people to get stuff. And for free. However, I do have to be completely honest, with these gem sales coming more and more often, I cannot help but wonder, is this game becoming more pay to play? Because of this sudden urge of gem sales, I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, seeing this like spike, I'm like, is there something going on in the revenue with their bottom line? And it worries me, considering the whole thing with the Android operating system 10.0, all the Android issues that have been coming up on and off since sometime last year. So it's one of those, it's like, I'm starting to get really worried, and pumping out all these events, it's good for some, but Global in my opinion, Global really needs to dial it back a little bit. Go back to what made them special, because the more that's coming out like JP, it's like it's losing a little bit of what made you who you are. And sometimes having too many events going on is going to force people like to really like pick and choose who they want to go after, who they want to develop. Like, do I have to put certain things to the back burner? And if I do, how long will that be? It's like, there's got to be something I know in my heart that there's something going on with this, and it's not, and I don't think it's a good thing. So for me, honestly, having the first two waves in less than a month apart from each other, it's a very bad move. Because you can't help but wonder, is there going to be enough time for people to recover from the first wave by the time the second wave shows up? And for me, it's just like, and I'm saying this because I'm speaking for myself, I'm starting to really lose interest because all this stuff is coming out. And the fact that the calendar does not even have any information on Ultimate Ramu, and I have a feeling that Ultimate Ramu is going to be the end of October. This is probably going to be a big gap of time between that, and I do now feel that Center might be getting his 77 late instead of because of this. So, and it's just like, I'm like, who is the game really listening to? But that's just me. This is just my thoughts and opinions on all of this. And the thing is, it's like, I just hope the game takes some constructive feedback, by pumping out all this stuff at once. And this inconsistency is what's going to have some players, not all, but some, seeing this in a light that they don't like to see. And I just hope that, I hope that soon Volvo realizes that they're becoming too much of JP and not being themselves. And that's where I'm going to end this video. With Wolvie here, signing off. I'll catch you all on the flip side.